Neuroscientist and EPFL professor Mackenzie Mathis has been awarded the Swiss Science Prize Latsis 2024. She uses artificial intelligence to investigate how the brain enables us to walk, to learn, and to think.
So a core tenet of what makes us human and other animals is our ability to move and be adaptable in the world. And so if we want to understand how the brain enables us to move and do so adaptively, what we do in our laboratory is then twofold. We make recordings in the brain of animals. So for example, we use mice as our model organism and record the neural activity of the brain while animals are doing relatively complex tasks. We actually build mice-level video games for them, and we're trying to understand how they decide how to get rewards, or if the terrain changes, how they're going to adapt their movements.
In their laboratory, Mackenzie Mathis and her team are developing computer algorithms tailored to neuroscience. The open-source software DeepLabCut has been very well received. It provides an efficient method for capturing the movements of animals using video recordings without the use of markers or special suits. The aim is to identify the relationship between movement behavior and neuronal activity. To this end, the team published the Zebra algorithm in 2023.
Algorithms like Zebra enable us to effectively decode this hidden signal in the brain and then use that to build an algorithm to enable movement. So you can imagine a person fictively can't move, maybe they're paralyzed, but they want to move their arm. And we can translate from the neural code to this mathematical space that would actually then enable a robot to actually move like a human intended to do.
Mackenzie Mathis' path to a scientific career was not a straightforward one. While the American-born researcher was studying natural sciences at the University of Oregon, she worked part-time in a hospital where she treated many patients with neurodegenerative disorders for which there was still no cure.
My interest in neuroscience was really sparked by this recognition that we don't have great cures for things like neurodegenerative disorders. And eventually what ended up merging in is artificial intelligence. Because if we want to understand how the brain drives movement, we need to capture movement with really high resolution. And doing this in a non-invasive way, without markers, without suits, of course, is required for small things like mice.
For her groundbreaking research, Mackenzie Mathis has been awarded the Swiss Science Prize Latsis 2024. Endowed with 100,000 francs, the prize honors outstanding achievements in fundamental research by scientists under the age of 40. It is awarded annually by the Swiss National Science Foundation on behalf of the Latsis Foundation.
So it's deeply humbling, of course, to win the Latsis Prize. There's been a huge line of amazing scientists that have won it before me, and it's also an incredible acknowledgement from the Swiss National Science Foundation, which has generously supported our work here in the laboratory, that has enabled us to do very high-risk, high-reward neuroscience and then share that with the world.